and agape, filial love, which is known as the affectionate and have respect for each other. It is commonly referred to as brotherly love. Eros is an aboriginal love that comes as a natural instinct for most people. It is popularly known as the romantic kind of love that comes with so much passion. Eros is a passionate kind of love displayed through physical affection. This love is obtainable between two people who are attracted to each other. Another type of love is pragma, which is unique bounded love that matures over time. It is an everlasting love between a couple that chooses to put their commitment and dedication to make their relationship work. In most cases, pragma comes subconsciously. This feeling drives partner to themselves and has the feeling of satisfaction. So, instead of falling in love, you find yourself standing in love. Starch is another type of love which occurs naturally between parents and children, as well as friends. This kind of love is deeply rooted and is basically built upon acceptance and deep emotional connection. This love thrives between children and parents, and it's also easy to develop. You know the kind of love that comes with teasing, flirting, and playful motives? The type that is experienced at the early stage of a romantic relationship, or when a couple are still in their honeymoon stage. Well, that kind of love is called ludus. This type of love is mostly obtainable in young couples. Mania is another type of love, a love that is obsessive, characterized by jealousy or possessiveness. This type of love can be harmful if not controlled. Majorly, an imbalance of eros and ludus is the main root of mania. Then we have the philautia love, known as self-love. Self-love is a love that gives room for self-worth, a love that tells you that you deserve the best of life, a love that doesn't disregard your personal need. Self-love is a fountain where you acknowledge responsibilities for your well-being. This still comes back to you loving your own self enough to share it with others. And lastly, of the 8 types of love, we have agape, the highest level of love one can give or receive. It is the basics of which all other types of love exist. This type of love is sacrificial and unconditional. We hear the term unconditional love, and images of all sorts come up as we shudder. But to love someone unconditionally, simply or not, means we love an imperfect person. And we must remember that we are imperfect too. This type of love makes you come to a place where you can give love without expectations. Offering agape is choosing to spread love, no matter the situation or circumstances. The addictive nature of love and how human beings react when they feel loved is unexplainable. In fact, loving others have many benefits. Love can have a health benefit to an individual. Some of the benefits of loving and giving out love is feeling of joy. You experience peace when you love others. Love decreases depression and anxiety. Love increases feeling of wellness. Love relieves loneliness. Love reduces pain and blood pressure. Love boosts the immune system. Love increases self-love and confidence. Now that you know the benefits of love, it wouldn't be too much to say, love others. Love drains away factors like subjugation, hate, wars, kidnapping, discrimination in a country and between countries. If love truly exists, we will see others as our brothers and wouldn't want to inflict pain on them. It is the subtraction of love that gives room for hate in a family, in a community, in a state, and in a country. So it is important to learn to love your neighbor, whether you're tribe or not, black or white, short or tall. Love your community, and by that it means Be involved in spreading love within your community and at large. Love your country. Loving your country will mean being patriotic and never be the cause of disunity. Give others room. Your love should be an inspiration to someone to also love another. Before you think love is an easy ride or love is like taking a bowl of ice cream, let me say that love has components. In loving others, forgiveness is key. Every type of love is rooted in forgiveness. As an individual, you must avoid judging people. If you must love them, be a better listener, use patience, and also reflect self and dignity. The absence of love brings so much pain, abuse. It brings disunity among people and in a country at large. But if we will all come together and do our little part each day in spreading love, we can make the world a better place. We can always come to concession with love in existence. Let's spread love. Let's live love. And don't forget to give love to someone today, even if it's just a smile.
Please keep watching Mid Morning Show. Don't turn it off. Mid Morning Show on BCOS Ibadan.
Of course, you've heard it. Do not turn it off. Keep it locked on BCOS television. I'm used to radio, that's why. We have the radio and the television. We are good like that. You're the pace setter. All right, today we're going to have a lounge session and we're going to be talking about jealousy, a show of love or insecurity. Like I said, our guests, they full house. They're ready for us to, talk about it. We have Reverend Dr. Olushola Ilori and Mrs. Kemi Oshiemiko. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning.
ma. Yes. All right. Compliment of the season.
Thank you.
That feature on love. Reverend was saying that this feature is a bit lengthy, and I'm like, okay, the next month. February is a month of love.
Yes.
So we really need to talk about love deeply. So our topic, jealousy, a show of love or insecurity. So what exactly is jealousy? Is it natural or is it a learned behavior? I think we should start with
Okay.
you, sir.
Jealousy is an emotional response to a perceived threat. It's being afraid of losing something that is so important to you. Could be a human being or a treasured possession. But in this context of love, when you say you love somebody, when somebody is jealous, it's as if you are being threatened that that person will be taken away from you. So that emotional response towards that, it could be passive, it could be imaginary, it might not be real. But you just sense it that maybe I'm dating somebody or somebody is my wife, and it's as if she's getting close to another man. So I feel threatened. So that response is jealousy. I know later we can dig deeper.
Yeah. But is it a learned behavior? Or maybe the person has seen parents that, are jealous or overprotective of their spouses or their things. So would you say it's a learned behavior or it's natural?
Yes and no.
Okay.
In the sense that there's a temperamental aspect to it. I don't want to start talking about developmental psychology. When somebody is growing up, the temperament has a role to play. Many a time, introverts can be prone to that. Especially maybe people, a melancholic person that pays attention to details. Even what you don't see, they see it. And they begin to read unnecessary.
And overthink.
Then the extrovert too, they could. Maybe somebody that is a bossy type, a choleric, could say, excuse me, can see the other partner as a possession. I own you. Nobody should talk to you. And they could go to the other way. At the same time, maybe once one is grew up in an abusive environment. See your parents doing all sort of that. So somehow, consciously or unconsciously, you might have imbibed that trait without knowing it. Then later in life, it will start manifesting. Sometimes it could be maybe as a result of past experiences.
Okay.
I've seen people, maybe in counseling session, somebody that, trained somebody to university level, and after that, you are like, you should get married, and lo and behold, another man is looking around the corner. And after that experience, when another person comes on board, you begin to suspect the person, the movement. So sometimes it could be experiential, sometimes it could be part of maybe when one was growing up. Sometimes it could be as a result of negative vibes when it comes to the issue of baby temperament.
Okay. Thank you.
Miss Oshiemeko, with what Doctor just said.
Mrs.
I said Mrs.
Okay, I heard Miss.
All right. Can you say that jealousy is quite, you can be jealous with someone that you truly trust? Is it possible? Or someone you truly love?
Okay, so let me start by saying that, okay, another name or jealousy is referred to as a green-eyed monster. They call it green-eyed monster. And anything that is a monster, it is not good. There is nothing good about a monster, So, jealousy is a negative emotion. It is a negative emotion. It comes from a place of fear, a place of insecurity, a place of possessiveness, and it arises as a result of perceived threats, to a valued relationship. It could be frequently it occurs in romantic relationships, but then it could be between siblings, it could be between colleagues, it could be between friends, but one underlying factor is that it is a negative emotion. When it comes to when you think about love and its characteristics, you understand, you will know that somebody that is experiencing love cannot be jealous. I'm a Christian, so I'm going to refer you to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4. It tells you about the characteristics of love. It is patient, it is kind, it does not count wrong, So when you look at the characteristics of love and you consider jealousy coming from a place of fear, coming from a place of insecurity, you know that the two cannot merge. So jealousy is a negative emotion, and it is, if you are experiencing love, you can't be jealous.
But some will say that jealousy on their part is a way of, being protective of their partner. What do you feel about that?
It is a wrong notion. It is a wrong notion that to express love, jealousy is not a way to express love. Like I tell you, it is negative. It's not a way to express love. There are very many positive ways to express love. I agree. I acknowledge the fact that your spouse or your partner or your friend may do certain things that may make you uncomfortable. You understand? So when that happens, when you truly love, what you do is you communicate. Communicate how you are feeling, how the person is making you feel. You understand? So you don't start feeling like, okay, I'm not good enough. He feels that I'm not good enough, or she feels that I'm not good enough. You understand? So you just communicate. And then, jealousy, you don't, many times, like Reverend said, is assumption. It is not real, it's imaginary. You understand? But then when you are feeling love, you understand, when you truly love the person, whether as a partner or as a friend or as a colleague or as a, you communicate, this is what you did, this is how it is making me feel. And then, if there is an explanation, the person explains. If there is an apology, the person apologizes.
Okay.
So that is how I see jealousy is not an expression of love.
Okay. So
Can I just chip in something?
All right.
When she was talking about the issue of, you mentioned protection. I call it possessiveness. You are not protecting the person. You just want to possess the person. You now become a monitoring spirit.
Okay. I love the fact that you've been able to, you mentioned temperament and all it with jealousy. But what role does, self-esteem, what role does it play in jealousy?
Yeah. Complex comes into it, both inferiority complex and superiority complex.
Really? Both?
Yes, both.
In what way?
If it's the man that is becoming jealous, now, though many people will say the jealousy of a man is stronger than that of a woman. And that's why I know we are going to get to the issue of violence in the home. It's all about jealousy. That's the issue. The issue of inferiority, if a man feels that, I'm not up to this lady, is inferior, he will try to control such a lady. You can't walk. You can't take this kind of job because he feels that I'm not up to her level. So he feels threatened. He now calls that I'm protecting her. He's not. He's trying to run her life. Then if his superiority complex now is like master-servant relationship, he's becoming to, you are a treasure. I put you inside my house.
Wow.
So no man can talk to you. So I call the shot here. You don't have a say. You know, so it could be. So there's a psychological dimension to all of this. So that's why if a man, and most of the time, even when they are caught in their relationship, those things, those triggers will be there. But we tend to just gloss it over. I was counseling a couple. I tried to be practical anyway. And they came in and we were talking. And I was asking the man, what do you do? The man said he's a freelancer. I said, etymology. I don't understand. What are you freelancing? If you don't have a job, tell us you don't have a job. He said, okay, he does some things for some people, so you don't have a regular source of income. Good. Young lady, what do you do? I'm a teacher. You're a teacher. That's good. You are teaching. Good. How much do you earn? So can two of you survive on the salary of a wife? The lady was like, the Lord will help us. We'll handle it. When they got married, the lady came back crying. Because the guy want to control everything. So if she want to say, is it because you are earning more than me? Is it because you are the one bringing in the money? Somebody will now say that is a positive jealousy. No, it's not. That's negative. Because you want to control her. You want to reduce her to nothing. You know one thing about life, you can't give what you don't have. If somebody is trying to control somebody's life, that means such a life has been controlled in the past. So you are just trying to, it's trying to resurface, and you're trying to dominate the other person in order for you to feel important. For you to prove a point to yourself that you are quite relevant and you are destroying the psyche of the other person. That's what jealousy does. It's a negative vibe.
I mean, sir, speaking on, still talking about what you made mention of something that you said, what you don't have, you can't
give it. Yeah.
Now, where do you think we got it from, especially this generation? You know, talking about this jealousy of the thing.
Now, let me put it like this. You see, it starts from you as a person. You as a person. How comfortable are you about yourself?
Okay.
Then what kind of environment do you surround yourself with? Listen, you might not choose the family you are born into, but you can determine what goes on around you. What do you listen to? Do you know that on social media now, a lot of things are going, and this generation, they are on social media 24/7. So both the good, the bad, and the ugly, they just imbibe it. And they want to replicate the same thing, and it doesn't work. So first and foremost, ask yourself, are you secure in yourself? It takes a secure man, to drive a thriving relationship. It takes a man that has experienced healing to heal other people. But somebody that is broken, he will be spreading that negativity all around him or herself. So it starts from you. And I think that's the essence of this discussion.
Exactly.
That what you think, we are going towards Valentine now, and young people jumping up and down. That, okay, what you call love, he loves me. That is why he's very protective and he's slapping you. I say, I misbehave, that's why he's punishing me for that. And they say, come to daddy. What stupid daddy?
Bob daddy.
Man, you have something to say.
Okay, so I just want to say that, our minds are powerful tools. When it comes to this jealousy thing, I'm going to use myself as an example. Right from, growing up, right from a very young age, I've had this thought about myself. You understand? I'm a very confident person. Do you get? So, I've never been that kind of person. If you are beautiful, I will admire you.